are truth. When she smiles at you, she'll say that angels don't lie.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday, and you know what time that is. Maybe you do. It is time for Angels Don't Lie. So welcome to the show. Tonight I have a really great show. I'm going to talk about my big three takeaways, not two, from this past weekend show. Class, training that I had, live training, in-person training. So I'm going to share this with our group. I'm going to share this on my wall. I'm going to share this with some peeps because, as I always say, we never know who's going to take a message or something. They're going to hear something and it's going to help them for the better. So I invite you to do the same. Tonight we do not have Casey, so we will not be doing call-ins. We will do questions and a little bit of a Q&A, and it'll be on the topic. That's my plan. Hello, everybody. Nice to see you. Right now I'm sharing on my wall. Share now. There we go. I've shared away. Nice to see you all. Michael, Sandy, Mary Kay, Samantha. Hey, Susan, how are you? Hi, Nicole. Woo! How's everybody doing? It's great. I'm so happy to be feeling better and have my energy back. That's the big thing for me. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, so I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds here for people to sign on. I hope you can hear me okay. I do have my little mic on tonight. I think it should work fine. Maybe move my hair off of it, and that'll be good. So we're going to talk about the Angel Healer training, which I just taught over the weekend, because many people have still reached out to me. I still have people reaching out and saying, I didn't get to go there. I wanted to do it. I wanted to be part of it. Hey, Lisa, how are you? And they want to know what it's about. You know, people are asking, like, what is it really about? It's funny you ask how Carrie is. I literally went out with her yesterday. We had a girl day together because her birthday's coming up, and we spent the entire day out, and it was great. And she's doing better. You know, she lost her father, so my uncle. So she's been struggling, but she's really doing much better. Hey, Nicole, how are you? So I'm going to just put this out there right now. If you have a question about what the Angel Healer training is, or something's coming to you, or you want to know a specific thing, go ahead and type it in. But I'm going to tell you my three big takeaways from this weekend, because it's always so beautiful to be a part of people's transformation. We all have this ability to work with our unique gifts, to work in alignment with spirit, to call in our angels, to feel our loved ones. And so this particular training, as I've shared in the past, hey, Susan, how are you? Hi, Sue Quinn. Hi, Shonda. How are you? Hi, Carol. It helps people to explore the areas of their life and the parts within them that is open to receiving now the messages from spirit. And so let me share with you, since I have a couple things I want to share with you, and then I'm going to take your questions. And does my little brother have a message for me? Oh, Alicia. So what I'll do is I'll have you write his name in just a few minutes. Hey, Jen, how are you? Hey, Cheryl, how are you? So nice to see you guys. And Jenny did the food for our beautiful class this past weekend. So in my trainings, this particular training, I like to encompass everybody with as much love and energy as I can to raise their vibration. And that includes healthy, high vibe food. That includes a gift bag, with lots of goodies and interesting things, and personal takeaways, personal things that are, I have a pendulum made just for them, and a prayer card and an archangel assigned just to that person. So there's a lot of work that goes into preparing for this experience that we have together. Really, really beautiful. Hey, Jen, how are you, love? How you doing? And I so adore sharing all of the methods and the tools that I've learned through various methods. You know, my gift is mine since I was born, and I've learned from leaning into my angels and having them lead me to books and classes and people, right? Really beautiful. And we all have our own spiritual routines and our ways we align with spirit. Maybe you have a good practice. Do you guys, who has a spiritual practice? Say I have a spiritual practice. Let's put that in the box right now. You have a practice that you're comfortable with. You have a spiritual practice that you work. You're working your stuff. You're working it every day or close to every day. Hey, Lori, how are you? Oh, thank you. Love you too. Hi, Tracy. How are you? Nice to see you. Tracy's got a spiritual practice. She's working it. And let me know, like, you have it, if you're working it, and, you know, are you a full-timer or are you a part-timer? Are you full-timer or are you part-time? Are you full-time in your spiritual practice or part-time? Susan says, me too. And yes, I know you and Jen have a practice. Beautiful. Yes, Mary Kay has a spiritual practice and you're rocking it, right? Latasha. I'll write that down. We'll do some connections in a little bit. I need a new piece of paper. Latasha for... Am I saying that right, Shonda? Latasha? I pray every morning, definitely full time. Excellent. I like to see that for you. Hi, Deb. How are you? Samantha, I do on my way to work. That's beautiful. I love that. I think that's really great. Full time for you over there. That's awesome. Yeah, so that spiritual practice, whatever that looks like. Maybe you say a prayer on your way to work. I love that. I think that's really important. Or maybe you sit and meditate. However you're getting yourself still, that's the most important thing, right? So let me tell you my first takeaway. Where am I? Turn my page over. Takeaway number 1 from this past weekend's class and all the amazing people that showed up is vulnerability. Each person that came to that class allowed their vulnerability to be seen, which is not an easy thing to do, right? When we're vulnerable, that means that we're exposed in some way. It means we're scared, we have fear, but we are being real with those. We're being real with those fears instead of paying attention to the lower energy that doesn't serve us. So the doesn't serve us, those fears, the things that hold us back, the things that we question about. And I know I've done this too, where I've let my fear lead me instead of love lead me. So I came up with some questions for you to look at no matter what you're doing. So, you know, being here today was really beautiful, but maybe there's a class or maybe there's something that you're thinking about doing. Maybe you're going to write a blog. You know, maybe you're going to go on a first date. Maybe you're going to finally, you know, leave your kids with a babysitter. Whatever it is for you, wherever you are, there's some questions that you can use to answer, to be in that energy of love. Number one, will this serve me? Will it serve my highest and best good? Will this serve me? Okay? And so you're answering. This is within. You're asking within. Number 2, is this a love choice or a fear choice? Did I get to this conclusion because love led me here? And we'll go right back to those goddess principles, you guys. You know them. Number 1 is quieting the mind, and we're learning to lean in with love. and follow that? So are we coming to this decision because it's a love choice, or is it fear feeding us? And number 3, am I allowing another person's view to influence me? So I don't know about you, but I've totally have done this, where I've allowed other people to kind of give me their opinions, and that structured my decision making. So no, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't spend that money. That's not for you. Has anybody else made a decision based on another person's opinion? Have you made a decision in your life based off somebody else's opinion? Just curious. And the last question, no more of that, right? But you did do it, and you gave your power to them. I did that. And once you've done it, you do have to pay attention to yourself. You do have to pay attention to where you stand. And am I being soft enough? Am I being in love? Hey, Rachel, how are you? Samantha all the time, right? So taking our power back gently, standing in self-love, standing in the position of, I can choose different. And then the last question to ask yourself, these are great questions. So no matter what decision you're making or what you're working on, why not now? If your heart is longing for this, if you've been led there, if you feel the angels have guided you, or your loved ones have put it in front of you, and you're struggling, why not now? Why not you? Why not you? Wow, that's big, right? Big, big, big. Hi, Grace, how are you? Hey, Marianne, how are you? Right? Give me a reading. Hey, that's a bold statement there, girl. Takeaway 2. Takeaway number 2 from a big class this past weekend, and working with people who have decided to work with their unique gifts and just open them up and be expansive, right? That's what this is. It's being expansive. It's being the highest vibration of who you are, right? It's working with divine energy. And that's where my work focuses on is God's love and God's energy. And so that's why I make that standpoint really clear when we sign up for the class and everything I do. That's where we're going to go with it. And here's the one takeaway. So in the class, there's a lot of structure and there's a lot of information that comes through. And one of the things that we went over is letting go of ego. Because when ego comes through, it looks like, well, I already know this. And it looks like I already have this routine. And that self-love, which is that, number 2 principle in the Goddess You, is being soft. It's leaning into love. It's having this pure faith that maybe not every single thing that you hear is going to be something that you're going to take in. But if you soften, you are going to definitely be more expansive. You are definitely going to hear, you're definitely going to learn, you're definitely going to experience something that you may have not been able to if you were structured in an ego. So I think this is a really big kind of statement, because there's always room for growth. There's always room for knowledge. There's always room for new ideas and new things to come in. I have heard that, recently, I love this. There's no real new teachings, right? We just kind of are new at delivering it. It comes through in the person's way that's teaching it, because they go through their own personal experiences. So that's how we get these, kind of switched up ideas, kind of moving into that alignment of here it comes for me, here's what I learned, or here's what Spirit showed me, and now I'm gonna pass it forward. So the walls that block the light from coming in are going to be really structured around our opinions or our ego, like that. So questions to ask yourself: am I being structured in my thinking? Am I being structured in my thinking? Can I soften? Do I say no often? Are you a no? Are you a no person? Are you a naysayer? Are you like, nah, nah? Are you able to say yes? And are your opinions leading you? Are your opinions leading you, and that's creating a structure around you so that you aren't able to feel, see, know, or grow from Spirit's love, right? Because we're meant to teach and help each other. That was number 2. And get ready, guys. We're going to do some questions. I'm going to let you ask some questions, and we'll do some random readings here in just a minute. And takeaway number 3, and I love this because it's really, really super important, is when a group gathers together, Spirit brings certain people together because we're going to heal from each other. So every single time I've taught a class or done a group reading, attended an event or ran in my own event, there was a bigger message of the people that came together, the people that were there, and they shared their stories, and they were opening up, and part of their pain was able to be held by each person in the group. And so that teaches us, one, to be compassionate for people in our own lives. We might see something in that one person that we've been pushing away on another, maybe a family member. So maybe another woman is sharing her struggles with her mother and her relationship, and all of a sudden your relationship with your mother or your child has opened up, and it gives you a message. It gives you a sense of hope. It gives you a sense of, oh, maybe my life's not that bad, or I can pray for her. So there's always a reason why Spirit brings people together. So by you saying no or being in a fear story about money or lack, are you keeping your energy away from that experience? Are you stopping yourself from having a growth that might be beyond your vision? So again, it's turning within. It's trusting your body is going to lead you. If you are able to get to that heart center, right? Yeses, saying yes, being in alignment with love. It feels so empowering and good, right? It feels so amazing. I love that. Okay. So there it is. That's my big takeaways from the weekend that I really wanted to share with you. I know there's so much more because, you spend 2 full days with a group of people. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to start growing and be expansive. Right? Jeannie, I have a friend over for you. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. We called him Mark. We called him Dude. I'm just going to write this down. Do you have any questions for me around any of the 3 takeaways that I shared with you? And this particular group really helped me with my grief too, because they allowed me to be real. And I don't know why, for some reason, I felt like I couldn't be real. Like I had to hold it all together for image sake or something. But losing my uncle and then having a series of my friend's husband, that was first, and then my friend lost her baby at 20 weeks pregnant. There was a series of things that happened that really just took me out of my comfort zone with grief, and it just took me to a space of what the heck is happening. And I so appreciated, I went on to a friend of mine as a medium as well. You guys might follow him, Phil Quinn. And he shared this really beautiful video that touched me, and it helped me to see that I was safe to be real. I was safe to have the experience that I was having, because so many of you have had such major losses, and sometimes you feel unworthy, in sitting here giving you readings. You feel like, well, I haven't had that pain. I haven't gone through that. So how do I know? And then, there's this energy of I have to, show up and be the love for everybody. But I was not feeling strong enough to be the love for anybody, not even myself. I needed to fall apart to come back together in this new way. And I do feel like it's a new way. And I believe that's what happens every time we lose somebody. We fall apart and we have to become new again. And we talked about this last week with the Velveteen Rabbit and that idea that to be real means we're going to go through things. And this life is messy. We are not meant to not have experiences. So our losses, though, are very sad and tragic and cause us great pain, they also open new things for us. They open up new experiences and new relationships and the ability to really go through the next grief or the next experience with our heart peeled open. Like, we know this pain is going to come, but we know there's hope. Then we know, hopefully we're in that area that we know, and we hold the hope that we're going to be able to work through this, that we're going to be able to work through that gigantic pain and get to a place of love again. And even though our loved ones are in this new form, connecting with us in a new way, because the physical's gone, but the soul is eternal. So it's here, it's not left, and it's connecting with you, and it's holding you in this new space. Oh, it's crazy good, right? So with my uncle, feeling him come through on this healed level, we had so many experiences together, him and I, with my grandfather, when my grandfather passed, and we were very close during this short period of time of this tragic ending for my grandfather. And I think we learned so much from each other during that time. And that's why when he passed, it brought me right back to my grandfather. It brought me right back to the moments of being there and being in that room and finding my grandfather in his house when he started to be in this alcoholic dementia and not knowing what to do, because I was young. I had a baby. I had just had my daughter Molly, and now I had to care for him. I had to take care of him, and I didn't know what it was going to look like. And my uncle and I did it together. And so, yeah. You guys, here, I'm going to come back and read some of your texts. You're welcome for those takeaways, Danielle. I hope they do help. I hope the questions are helpful. And if you want me to repeat any of them, let me know. Tracy's looking to hear from her husband, Patrick. Hold on, Tracy. Let me write this down. So my husband, Patrick, would like to know if his brother, Kelly, his brother, Kelly, has a message for him. Okay, now I got that. Thanks, Steve. Nice to see you here. Thanks for coming on. I so know how you were feeling. I know you know. I mean, grief is not, we are not immune to it. It looks different for all of us, right? And when we go through it, we feel, I don't know, maybe you guys have felt this yourself, but you feel like you're the only one, like nobody else has felt this way before. But then you wake up and you're like, no, everybody feels this freaking way because it fucking sucks. Mary Kay, your mom's name is Myra. Well, the kind of sickness, you're right, it kind of happened around the same time, Samantha. And I really got sick because my 5-year-old granddaughter was laying next to me and she had the flu, and I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, you're sick. And then I got it. But you're right. When you're low vibration, when you're in that state, it's true. It's what happens. You found your mom years ago. Oh, Mary Kay. Really hard, right? Something you don't forget. Danielle, but how do you be real when you're afraid to bring up sad feelings with your children around? Well, listen, Danielle, the truth is your children are going to have experiences in their life as well, because we're human, and they're not going to be immune to it. There's one, I don't know if you know her, the speaker's name, her name is Glennon Doyle, and she was on Oprah's Soulful Saturday, and her talk really, really helped me with this message of what we usually do with our kids is we want things to be easy for them. And, the easy button, we push the easy button. We take a Tylenol if we're sick, or, we take a Gas-X if we have a stomach ache. And we don't let them transcend the pain, right? We have these quick fixes a lot of time. But something like grief is not meant to have a quick fix, and they're not supposed to not experience it. So there's actually a really great book. I don't know if I have it here or not. I have to find it. For children, and I don't know how old your kids are, about death. And it's a great way to have that conversation with them. When my grandfather died, my kids were little. My son, Casey, I'm trying to think of how old was he. He was 3. Jason was probably like 8, and Lauren was 11. And I had them make drawings, and I had them be a part of the service. I had them come so they could be there. I didn't bring Molly because she was an infant and she wouldn't have remembered anyways. But I don't know if that helps you with that truth. I mean, and kids know truth. They know if you're sad. They know if you're in pain. And so being truthful with them will help them to be truthful with their feelings. Nicole's missing her father. I'm writing this down. So sorry. And Lori said she's looking for... Lori, I need a name for your dad. Susan, I'm so glad that I can help you with grief. Sometimes I don't feel worthy of that for all of what that you've gone through. So I'm grateful and I'm thankful, and I show up just sharing, because that's what I love to do. Rolando, your younger brother, okay. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, Susan, it does. And we can swear tonight because Casey's not here. Ha! He's going to get this recording and have to listen to the whole thing to cut out the swears to put it as a podcast. Do I have you down? No. I'm going to try to get to as many of you guys as I can. Let's see. I'm writing them down. Okay. It's crazy that it's the same way that happened in your family, and then you found your husband the same way. Diane, I love that your parents are letting you know that they're there in some sort of way. Does everybody have that experience where their loved ones let you know that they're there? I'm writing these down, and then I'm going to start seeing where Spirit's going to bring me. I can't read your whole statement, Diane. Hold on. No, let me see more. Okay, let me see where I'm at. So many of you are on here, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you all typing in. And I know that we don't have, the call-in number tonight, so I'm going to do the best I can. Deb wants to know, what does it mean when you wake and the clock shows 444 or 555? I love that you're asking that, Deb. And I always tell people to either look it up as an angel number, or I have an angel number book. And because there's an alignment and our angels are speaking to us. And when we're quiet enough, then all of a sudden we will wake up and there will be a beautiful message. So look up angel number meaning for your numbers, and I know you'll find that. And I'm really like grooving with Kyle Gray's new angel number book. His is really great and a little different than Doreen Virtue's old book. So I love that, right? Beautiful. All right, so let me see. I've got this list right here of people looking to connect with their loved ones. And let's see what Spirit has to say, all right? Yeah, I bet you too. I bet you, Debbie, that is your mom because she is so bright and shiny, right? And does she leave you little trinkets, I'm wondering? Okay. So Mary Kay, I feel like your mom's coming through first, and she steps forward, and I have some stuff around my lungs. Do you understand the lung stuff? And she's super talkative. Like, she's talking like so fast, and she's so excited. She's like, it's like she's picking up the phone and having a conference call with all of her kids at once. So she's really excited. Just want you to know that. She feels really, really good. And she's also like dressed so nice. Like, she went shopping and she's letting me see that she's doing all the things that she loved to do. And she's super smiley. That's how your mom is coming through. So I want you to know that the biggest takeaway is that your mom is like just so happy and so talkative. And I feel like she's really happy that you girls are all chitty chatty. And I feel like she's in on that. Carol, I'm not taking calls tonight because Casey is off. So we are doing, we're just doing some write-ins, right? No callers tonight. We don't have Casey on board tonight. So we're just doing it. We're winging it this way. Okay? So there you go. You get your style from your mom. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. So Tracy wrote in that her husband's brother, Kelly, is on the other side, and she was looking for a message as well. I don't know. I feel like it's a very quick departure, Tracy. I'm getting a lot of stuff around where I can't breathe, although I don't feel like it's necessarily around his chest, his departure. But he's around the head and the brain. And I don't know if it's something with his eye, because that's kind of where he's pointing to, or if that's just how he talked all the time. That's what he's doing. I also have a little bit of a hard time getting I have a little sore throat, so my words aren't coming out as clearly as I want them. So I don't know if he stumbled or if he drank a lot, but he's also a lot of fun, Tracy. So can you tell I'm like going super 50 million miles a minute? That's how he's making me feel, like racing and getting it done. His message is I feel like super apologetic. I feel like there's a little bit of sorrow for his leaving so soon, that things were undone, and that he's all right. He's like, I'm fine. Like, he's like, really, I'm just okay. Like, no worries. And he's a hand talker, so he's making a lot of gestures. Like, don't let it bother you. I'm okay. All right. There you go. Hey, Judith, how are you? Mary Kay, you're welcome, love. I hope that brings you guys some peace, and that's the goal with the messages, right? Is that we get some peace. And listen, if you want to dive in a little bit more, I'm going to tell you this. I'm just going to be really honest. When we sit together in a private reading, this becomes all about you. This becomes about your healing. This becomes about your loved ones coming through to support you in ways that you can't even imagine. It's very expansive. And this is fun. Like, I love doing this and making connections here and there and giving you guys the opportunity to know what it's like. But if you're ready and you're ready to take that healing to a new level, this is what I recommend for you. And I know we have some people that are, we've been praying for in our group. We've been praying for Carol, who lost her daughter a year ago, and her son recently to suicide. And Amanda, her daughter that's alive, is really struggling. She's really, really struggling. Those are people that could really use one-on-one sessions, so they could move out of that depression and really find some peace. Oh, I'm so glad that found some peace, Tracy. And God bless to you guys. Your mom has been quiet for 20 years. I can't believe that she's been quiet as talky as she was. Oh, devastating, 62, very young, right? Very young. I feel like that's how your mom is showing up, so happy that you guys are communicating and you know, stretching the distance and making each other feel close and wrapped in love. Shonda, your sister, Letitia, am I saying that right, Letitia? I wrote it down. Are you here, Shonda? Can you write her name in one more time? I want to make sure I'm saying it right. Because I wrote it down with an N, and I'm like, am I doing this wrong? But I do feel like she's coming through right away, and because she's like really matter of fact, and she's like snapping her fingers, and she's calling attention. She's calling attention to like, pay attention. We have to do this reading. My sister needs to hear from me. We need to show up, and she's like a get it done business type of girl. Oh, it is Letitia. So do you understand that about her personality? She's like, get it done. Everything has to be in order. And she's making me feel like, I don't know. I don't know what's around her gut. I don't know if she had an illness because I feel sick. That's what she makes me feel like. But she makes me feel now like she's so clean and vibrant. And I feel like she's organizing events on the other side. That's how she's showing me, like she's keeping busy and she's doing the work and she's behaving is her big thing, right? I have to proclaim. I have a pause. So I love that you're still smelling your mom. I think that's a really beautiful thing, right? Anybody else have that experience where they smell their mom? I'll try to read the rest of this. Right. So that's her message to you, is that, Shonda, that she's living. She's just living in this new way without the physical form, okay? Beautiful. Susan, you were talking about Mark, dude, who crossed over really quickly. He died suddenly. Accidental, he says. So I'm not sure what that means. If he fell, accidental. He's just talking with his hands. There's a lot going on. I feel like there's a lot for his loved ones that are left to pick up the pieces of things that he didn't take care of in this life. And he's safe. He's like, I arrived safely. Please tell them I arrived safely. Going over and over and over again. I arrived safely. That's his big message. I do feel like there's more to come from him for his family, but right now that's his big message. Okay? Okay, so he did fall, because that's what he was making me feel like. Really kind of quick. Okay. And I can't read my writing well. Alicia, you're still here? You wanted to hear, I believe this is your brother. Is this your brother, Rolando, you wanted to speak with? I'm going where Spirit's bringing me, guys. I wrote who I have down on the list. I'm writing it down. And so I'm just going where the angels are bringing me. And we have a few more minutes. But Alicia, are you still here? And this is your brother, correct? So I do have this stuff around my stomach, and I have a little bit of a hard time breathing. I almost feel poisoned, if that makes sense, around your brother. So I don't know if he took something and he overdosed, or if he accidentally was poisoned by something, but I feel pretty sick about that. I do feel like there's some confusion and maybe some unanswered questions around his passing. Does that make sense for you? So his big message for you. Oh, okay. It could be the toxicity from the button. I don't, the bullet. I just feel sick. Like, you know, whether that's a shock. I feel like the biggest thing I want to tell you is that he's cleaned up his act. Oh, in the stomach. So that's why. I feel like he's so much better, and he's praying, and he's making amends. He's doing really good things, really good deeds now. I know you always knew he was a good person. He said, my sister always saw my light. She always believed in me. He said, I just didn't believe in me. I just didn't believe that I was the person who she saw, and now I am. Does that make sense? And I hope that brings you some peace as well. Okay? All right. So I'm going to do one more because I do have to go. But we'll be back with the call-ins, and we'll be doing that again next week. Deb wrote in about her niece and her nephew who passed away, and I believe your niece was 4 and your nephew was 6, and this was in an automobile accident. Is this correct, Deb? I'm just waiting for Deb. You're welcome, Alicia. God bless you. And everybody, I'm sending all of my love. And if I can't get to you, please don't be stressed. We do this every week. We hang out, and there's plenty of opportunity. So, and you can also book a session, right? So first I want to say, Deb, this is a huge loss for you and for your family. And there's so much emotions that go with this. Like as soon as I started to say, like, niece and nephew, I wanted to cry. And I feel, did their mother also pass, or is she still here? Because it's all around the mother. It's all this sadness and this immense guilt. And I don't know if she's here, if she's on the other side. But that's where they're bringing me, their energy, just so you know. They've also arrived safely. I think this is kind of cool. I've never had this message come through like that until tonight. Like, I've arrived safely. And so they're on that as well, like as if they've taken a plane trip and they've gotten to their destination and they're okay. So what they must be showing me is like all this stuff that she's carrying around their passing, because they're holding the light, they're holding the love. And the little girl has like I feel like it's a teddy bear that she's holding, and she's so innocent and sweet and cute. And I do feel like time has gone by. There has been time, and there's been healing. They're absolutely safe. They're encompassed with love. They're with elders in the family, and the little boy has a lot of energy. He feels really busy and like he's jumping and he's running and he's busy and he's, playing in the mud, all of those things that we would expect from a boy. That's what he's showing me. So Deb, I hope that brings you some comfort and some peace knowing that they're good. I do feel like they leave like messages and little things, and they're still around. So keep talking to them. Keep showing up that way and being open and trusting that they're right there. Like, don't worry. Oh, she was driving. So that's why there's so much guilt and so much sadness. Let her know they're okay. Let her know they're okay. This was a big night, guys. Really, really big. So many connections, really big questions to ask of ourselves as well. I hope that you feel the love from each and every reading, and that you feel connected to spirit, that you feel that your loved ones, and you know that they're right here. They're right here. They're right with you in this time, in this space. And think about, like, maybe even replay this video and listen to the questions that were, that I posted earlier, about your decision making, about moving in alignment with love, about checking in with, letting go of ego, these big takeaways of being vulnerable. Are you vulnerable? Are you allowing other people to see you? You guys are, the ones that are showing up here and putting their stories on here and allowing me to read them. You're being vulnerable. You're being brave. You're allowing others to heal from your stories. That's what we are doing for each other. And are you doing it for your personal self too? So you be vulnerable so you can grow and be expansive. Are you able to let go of ego, of any fear that's holding you in a space that you don't want to be in? Is your life exactly how you want it? Do you feel like you take chances? Are you living like this is your best life ever and you're crushing it? Or are you feeling like it sucks and you can't get out of your own way? Only you can answer this, and be really honest. And number 3, knowing that Spirit gathers us together in a group for a reason. So we're together. All of these readings, all of you that are texting in and talking, we're here together for a reason. To pray, to support, to love each other. It's really amazing. So I hope that you guys have a most beautiful night and a great week. And that you lean into love. Just a little more, just a little bit more. Have a most beautiful night. And remember, I know what I know, because angels don't lie.